Kaitlyn, and today I will be reading my favorite book, Mr.Prickles, a Quill-Fated Love Story by LaReau. Pictures by Scott Magoon. Mr.Prickles. Mr. Prickles was not a particularly friendly fellow. Much of his unfriendliness was due to the fact Mr. Prickles was a porcupine. But their very nature, porcupines are very hard to get close to. There he is, Mr. Prickles. At first, Mr. Prickles tried to make friends with the other animals in the forest. He tried to join in their nightly frolicking, but it was fruitless. He tried to join in their midnight picnic. How to keep him, but it was pointless. He tried to join in their daily sleepover, but he was clearly unwelcome. The others always said the same thing. "You're not cute like us," said Raccoon. "Or cuddly like us," said Chipmunk. "Or playful like us," said Skunk. "I am," said Mr. Prickles, "on the inside," but no one would believe him. The more the other animals avoided Mr. Prickles, the more lonely he felt. Very lonely. He began to feel angry. Very angry. He even began to feel prickly on the inside. Each night, the other animals frolicked in the forest. Mr. Prickles watched them from his stump with a very prickly regard. Unfortunately, the other animals didn't seem to care. "Porcupines are so unfriendly," said Raccoon. "Not to mention dangerous," said Chipmunk, "and not like us," reminded Skunk. One night, Mr. Prickles was glaring at the other animals. He noticed another porcupine in the stump next to his. Pickle. "My name is Mrs. Pointy Pants," said the porcupine. "My name is Mr. Prickles," said Mr. Prickles. They knew better than to try and shake hands. Instead, they regarded each other politely. Pointedly. Each night after that, Mr. Prickles and Mrs. Pointy Pants would watch the frolicking animals with equally prickly regard. "All this glaring is boring," Mrs. Pointy said finally. "You're right," said Mr. Prickles. "Let's go," she said. "We can't let them have all the fun." So the porcupines left their stumps and went out for a stroll. They swam and splashed in the dark lake. They dined on twigs and bark and clover and cabbage. They watched the moon rise over the water. "Feels nice to be out, doesn't it?" Mrs. Pointy Pants said. "Very nice," said Mr. Prickles. On the way home, the porcupines ran into the other animals. "Well, if it isn't Spike and Barb," said Raccoon, looking sharp. Looking sharp, said Chipmunk. Painfully sharp. "How do porcupines hug?" said Skunk. "Very carefully." Fortunately, the porcupines didn't seem to care. "Woo! Their jokes stink," said Mrs. Pointy Pants. "Not as much fun as I thought they were," said Mr. Prickles. "Or as funny," said Mrs. Pointy Pants. "I don't feel quite so prickly anymore," Mr. Prickles said. "On the inside, anyway." "Me neither," said Mrs. Pointy Pants. "It's much nicer being alone with somebody else," Mr. Prickles realized. And most important, he learned that porcupines do hug very carefully and very often. I hope you like this book. This book is about, you should look at people on the inside. So next time, you don't judge people from the inside. Judge people from the inside. Don't judge them for how they look. Thank you for reading this book with me today. See you soon.